The Explorer program is a program for youth volunteers. It connects the youth of South San Francisco with the police department as well as the community with the police department, and it's a stepping stone for those that do volunteer and make it through this academy to basically have their foot in the door to become police officers.
Exploring is actually part of the Boy Scouts of America. It's an organization. It's not necessarily for people that want to go into policing. It can be for community service also.
Not only do you have to go into law enforcement after this, it looks great on your college resume because of all the volunteer hours you do. I mean, most people average up to, at least 300 volunteer hours, which looks excellent on your college resume.
The requirements are you have to be between ages 14 and 21 and have at least a 2.0 GPA, and you have to be able to pass a background check. You have to have a clean background, no mess-ups.
They prefer kids that are good, do good in school, good moral values, are interested in law enforcement, and are willing to help out the community. The selection process is, in South San Francisco, we get so many interviews or applications, it's hard to take everybody.
Kids that are interested in it, they apply through just a regular application process. They just fill out some paperwork.
Once they apply to be an Explorer, we'll review the applications. We'll call them in for interviews. We actually have a panel, usually made up of 3 or 4 people that do the interviewing of the applicant. If they pass the the interview process, we'll send them a personal history statement. If they pass the personal history background, then they're offered a position with the post, and then they'll be given a date to go to the Explorer Academy, which consists of 9 weeks.
There's like a point system where if you drop below the required point system, you don't graduate. They can kick you out if you're not doing well. It's not a rigorous academy, but it is hard for people who aren't really used to this kind of stuff. And it's kind of there to root out the weak and people who aren't really motivated.
You learn all the minimum requirements of actual police officers. So you learn your codes, you go out, you learn how to do traffic enforcement, you learn about drugs, you learn defensive tactics.
We try to instill the values of integrity, leadership, honesty. We mentor them. So, just that in itself, them being around adults that have those values, I'd like to think that some of that's carried over to them.
Going to the Explorer Program Academy, it just teaches you leadership skills, how to work with others, how to go above and beyond, qualities that you can put forth towards the program, and qualities if you do become a police officer would greatly help you out.
Once they're here, they participate in lots of different activities, a lot of volunteer work for the community directly, volunteer work for the police department.
32 in Bush, I've got him at gunpoint. Okay, gunpoint, 132 in Bush, covers code 3.
There's a certain element of danger because they're out on patrol with the officers. So but the safety of the Explorer is utmost, and the officers always, if there's a dangerous situation, we'll tell the Explorer to stay in the car.
I've been on plenty of calls where we've had to deal with biker gangs or dead bodies or people waving guns around on the streets, and we've had to make sure that everybody stays in their homes and no cars are driving by, where they could possibly get hurt.
So I was just riding the other day, and we were just getting to the station, and a call came out saying that there was somebody who was looking outside and said somebody's inside my car trying to steal it. So we were looking. The caller, I guess, wasn't English. Was Spanish speaking, so they were trying to translate it, and he had given a different location, and then an officer had arrived on scene and said, I have one at gunpoint in that, in a different location. So then we were just, trying to get there as fast as we could, and we got there, and they detained him, and he was arrested.
After the Explorer program, I plan on becoming a police officer, either here in South San Francisco or with San Bruno. And then after that, as a career, I would like to go into the U.S. Marshals.
I'm a senior in high school, so next year I'll be joining the Army. And then when that's done, hopefully start applying in different places. But my dream job would be either here in South San Francisco or in San Francisco.
I'm in the California Army National Guard, and I'm almost out. And I also applied for the Police Reserve Academy in Contra Costa County. So, just my ultimate goal though is to be a San Francisco police officer.
The thing that I like most about the Exploring program is the enthusiasm of the young people that are involved in it.
I like the fact that it's almost like one big family here between the police officers and the explorers. I mean, I've been here since I was 14. I'm now 21, and I know all the police officers here. They've known me since I was very young. They've seen me grow up through all these years.
What I like about the Explorer program is the camaraderie that we all have here. It's really a family. It's a brotherhood. We all look out for each other. That's our rule. We have to look out for each other.
Bad boys, what you want?